Hello everyone, it's Kryptonite here and welcome to episode 10 of our Foundry Let's Play series. So this is going to be another big one, and what we're going to be doing is automating the olumic acid ready for our energy cells, which we want to get into production as well, and then also the jetpack fuel and the portable fuel. Now as you can see, the jetpack fuel and the portable fuel takes infrared plates, and the energy cell takes plates, electrical components and glass. So I want to automate that all the way up here. Now my original idea was to transfer the belts up here, but I've got another idea. So similar to what I have done here for the ignium powder, which we need for the olumic acid, what we are going to do is do a freight elevator. So I'm going to do it from this side. So with our bus line over here, we'll transfer the components we need and we'll put a freight elevator up here to bring them up ready for our fluid assemblers that we're going to need. But first of all, what we're going to do is we've got a couple of chemical processes. I believe, I think I've already crafted them, or maybe I haven't. Okay, so we'll get a couple of them crafted and we'll get a couple of crushers going, which we have here. I've only got two. I might need more than two, especially if this takes 16 ignium powder per. So I think we should get a couple more of those crushers, and then we need the chemical processor, which we need some polymer boards. So I'm probably only going to do two of these at the moment, so we are going to need some more boards. So we'll just pop over here and we'll just take them off the belt for now. So we are going to need 20, so that is fine. So we'll get them done as well. So in the meantime, we've got to plan where we want our crushers for our powder. So what I am thinking is putting the crushers just over here, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put the chemical processing yet. We might put the chemical processing over this side. So yeah, I think I'll put the crushers just over here for now. But what we will do is leave a little bit of a gap behind so we can make our input go from behind our output out through the front. I think that should be a pretty good idea. So we'll get our crushers down here. We'll put our outputs just over here like this, and then we'll go ahead and put our inputs behind just like this. That seems good. So let's go ahead and sort our inputs up, pop them over here, and then we just need to go ahead and configure this to ignium powder. And then if we just shift and right click that, we can copy, we can paste that, we'll paste those, and we'll paste that one as well. So that's good. That is producing ignium powder at a little bit of a slow rate. Wouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll let that run for a bit. I might need a few more. Yeah, I think we should go ahead and do another two just to be on a safe side, I think, because I didn't realize how slow the production was going to be. So we'll go ahead and we will do that, and then if we control do this one, we can put this one here, and then we can paste that one there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these as outputs, and then we just need to add another two inputs over here along with our belts, so we can connect them together, and then we have our outputs here. So next we need to set up our chemical processing. So we've got our ignium powder, and now we need the chemical processors. So we're going to have these over here. So we've got our inputs from behind for our gas and our water as well. I believe I am thinking we kind of want to go this way because we do want to input it into our bus system. So I think there should be pretty good, if I'm completely honest with you. Configure these to olumic acid, and we've got our inputs here. So we've got our gas input and our water input, and this one is apparently nothing. That makes not a lot of sense, but it is what it is. So I'm thinking our water is going to come directly from here, so that's perfectly fine. We can sort that out. So we do need to sort out our pipes. I'll have to nip and get some pipes. So our intakes, how are we going to best sort this out? I think what we'll do is we'll do two intake, and we will bring our outputs from here just like this, and then we'll head over to our storage supply of pipes and we'll get all them together. We can T-piece off probably here, somewhere like that, and we can split that off, and then we can take our gas as well. So we're back with a few pipes. So how am I best to do this? I think what I'm probably going to do is bring the water down and possibly round this way. We'll just go along here for now. Once we get the jetpack, I won't be using the flycam anymore. It is kind of a little bit cheeky, but it's a way to overcome the problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a T-piece into this intersection here, this way round. There we go. Sometimes a little bit difficult to remember what way I am actually rotating things. And then we're going to get an elbow pipe, so that's good. So straight pipe to here. We are going to need 2 more. I want to make sure this is the same orientation, and we are going to go like that, and we're going to put an elbow in here, and then we can go straight down to here. Okay, and then we just need a T-piece in here to feed our water supply up, and we should be good with our water supply. Okay, so that means our water supply is done. Now we just need to figure out our gas supply. So the gas supply is going to be pretty simple. So I want to make sure we've got the orientation for this, and what we're going to do is bring it round like this. This one is going to have to be a T-piece, and then we should be pretty good to go with straight. So I'm debating on what way around to do it. I think what I'll do is just extend the gas from here all the way along, and I think we'll then just bring the gas from here along the side of this. I think that's probably going to be the best way to do it. I'm not entirely sure the best way. I've completely messed that up because the pipes are all in the wrong orientation. Okay, so now that they are all done, what we can do is fix this problem by making it the right orientation. And then we can go ahead and connect all these back up again. So we want to go that way and that way, and then we want our pipes to go this way. So that's looking good for there, and just put a corner piece in and a few more straights, and we should be good to go. So there we go. And now we should have in production our olumic acid, and yeah, looks like it's doing pretty well. So that's good. So now we've just got our outputs just here. So output is the end one. So what are we going to need our acid for? So we're going to need it for energy cells. So what I'm probably going to do is something a little bit strange and a little bit weird, but I want to make sure I've got full coverage of where everything needs to be. So we are going to add a T-piece into here. We're going to link these across here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it to there, and then I'm going to put a T-piece, and I'm going to rotate it this way, and I want to put a corner piece over here and a straight piece along, and include this into our bus system just here. That is not the right orientation. I've done it again. So let's fix this problem very quickly. Let's go to there. So we're going to go along here like this, corner piece straight, and we're going to make sure it's in the right orientation, and we're going to bring that out to there. So this also needs to be a T-piece and not a corner piece. Going to rotate this, and this needs to be a T-piece as well, because I need to continue this onto the bus system as well. Okay, so that's looking good. Now what I want to do is kind of do something a little bit strange. So I want to make sure I've got full coverage of our area that we have here. So I'm going to try and place that in the right. I'm really not sure what just happened there. I must have found some sort of bug while jumping and obviously placing it down. That was kind of cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop this down to here, and we're going to rotate this round, and then we're going to add this along to here. We're going to rotate this part, and then we're going to rotate this, and then we're going to bring this down this way. Now it may look a little bit strange that I'm doing it kind of backwards, but just in case I need to input anything over this side, at least I have it in a pipe, and because we've got loads of space over here. So that's looking good. So now we need to bring our xenophoric plates, electrical components, and glass up to the second level. So that calls for a freight elevator. So what I might do is just pop it directly next to this one. Do I want it next to this one, or do I want it onto the other side? That is the very big question, because we've got to work out where we're going to be doing all of this. So we've got a liquid fuel over on the other side, and we've obviously got our acid over on this side, which isn't too much of an issue. So what we can do is possibly go up and over with this, and we can do it all over on this side. I think that's probably going to be the best place to do it. So our jetpack fuel and a portable fuel, we're going to just put them straight into storage, and then energy cells we're going to add into our bus system. Let's just recap on everything we're going to need. So glass, plates, and electrical components. So what I'm going to actually do first of all is I'm going to put a personal elevator down here as well, just to make things a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that there, and then I can't remember what floor that is. I think it was 145. Yes, it is 145, so that is good. And our second level is 138, so 145 and 138. So we need to rename this as ground. We're going to add a station that's going to be first floor, which was 138. Our second floor is going to be 145, so that's good, and we can craft all of that. That's good. So what we'll do is we will basically bring our second floor out. We'll do this while it's constructing, just saves a little bit of time. So we'll do that, and then this one over here we will bring over to there as well. So there we go. So now we can go straight out to our second floor, and we can just travel a little bit easier. So that looks good. I think we've got the foundation in the right place. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead back down to the first floor, and what we're going to do is start bringing our plates, our glass, and electrical components over to this sort of corner, and then we can do our freight elevator straight up basically. Let's go ahead actually, and we'll place the bottom of our freight elevator just so we know it's where it's going to be located. I want to rotate it slightly. I think do it about there seems pretty good, and we can go ahead and fill these gaps. I really did not want to do that. That's fine. At least now we can call the elevator. So let's go ahead and go up to our second floor. We'll get the top of our freight elevator set up and ready. That can be building while we sort out the rest of it. Oh, that's where we want the top of the freight elevator. That is for now at least, and then we can go ahead and expand them just so it looks a bit nice and a bit more uniform. Okay, so let's go ahead back down to our first floor, and we will grab all our resources we need and get them into the freight elevator up, and then we can start planning where we want to put everything. So that's looking good. So first of all, we're going to get our loaders. So we're going to put an input here, we're going to put another one here, and another one there. I think that should be pretty good for now. So what we need is our glass, which we have just here, so we can bring that straight down. I think down is probably going to be better, so we'll bring that down, and we can go directly like this, so that will be good to in there. So we are going to need more plates than anything else, so what I might do is take the plates up like we have been there. I think is going to be the better option. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the plates up by 2 levels. I think is going to be the better option, and we'll probably put the plates over at the end. I think that's probably going to be the best way to go. So we're going to go ahead, and we don't need to do both of those actually, we just need to do the one. So we're going to go ahead and build this over this side, if it will let me do it. Nope, it's being awkward again as it normally is. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and slope down from this one, and that is going to continue the bus system. And what we're going to do is slope down this one as well down to the ground level, and we're going to pop these into the inserter over this side. And then lastly, we've just got the electrical components, which are just here. So we're going to drop that there. We're going to put our balancer here, and we're going to go back up and continue our system just that way. Okay, so we can bring this one all the way along here as well, and that is our freight elevator setup. And now we can go up to the second floor. We can put our filter outputs, and we can filter each individual item from our freight elevator. So we're going to have that one as an output going straight that way. Yeah, okay, so set filter for this one, we are going to do the glass. So that one's filtered glass. This one we are going to do xenoferrite plates, and this one we're also going to do plates because we're going to be using more of them. And this one here we're going to be doing the electrical component. So that's good to go. So this one, I think we can go straight that direction. This one we're going to bring out 2, and we're going to put them into a balancer. So we can actually get rid of those. We'll do a tier 2 balancer. We can possibly get rid of that one as well. So once our balancer is crafted, we can pop that just there. That will shove both of them inputs into a nice single belt, and then we can basically bring these. So we've got 2 outputs over here, so we can possibly, we'll leave that as it is for now, I think, to be honest. So let's go ahead and have a look at what we were going to be doing. So we've got jetpack fuel, and we've got portable fuel, and then we've also got energy cells. So we have all 3 of what we need to basically put all of this into production now. Okay, so we have come across our first problem. So looks like our glass has clogged up our freight elevator and it's not bringing any more resources out. So yeah, also I decided to be a little bit strange and basically add all this into a bus system going this way, just so we can utilize the space as much as we can. But first of all, I've got to fix this problem. So I'm going to go ahead and sort that one out, and then we will be back and continue with getting our fluid assemblers all done and getting some more production going. Okay, so there we are, problem solved. So we've now got a humongous bus system on the upper floor as well. So let's go ahead and get the easy ones out the way. We'll get the jetpack fuel done and the portable fuel done as well. So I've decided to do sort of 2 of each. I think we might end up going a little bit more on the energy cells, maybe 4 on the energy cells, but I think for these just going into plain storage, it should be pretty good to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out where we're going to be putting our fluid assemblers now. So we're going to have liquid fuel going in here, and we're going to be having our xenoferrite plates as well. So what I think we'll do is we'll stick to the outside of here just in case we need to expand more tanks, and we can also put the storage to the left hand side as well. I think that would be pretty good. I think we should go to about here actually. That seems pretty good, and then what we want to do is kind of miss that gap a little bit. So I think there should be good. So we'll start off with there, so we'll do 2 of those, and we're also going to need another 2 over on this side as well. So we'll leave a nice pretty big gap. I think that will be good to there, and then let's just double check what we need as well for this. So yeah, just fluid assemblers as well for that one. So we'll go ahead and pop these over here as well. So what kind of gap did we have? We had a 4 wide gap here, so we're going to go for 4 wide gap there. So that's all of them done. So we need just plates for these 2, and we've got inputs in that one there. So let's go ahead and put these inputs here and another 2 inputs here. What I might do is just add a balancer in the mix a little bit further down the line. So we'll put a balancer in here just to make sure everything is in order. So we'll put the 1 balancer over here, and then we can sort out the rest as we go. Grab our conveyor belts as our system over here. So we're going to put this just here for now. We're also going to put this one here for now as well. Okay, and then what we do need to do is we need to put our storage containers down over here. Yeah, I think here should be a pretty good place to go. So we'll just put them directly there for now, and output that way straight into storage, and we can have another output as well going that way. What we might do is put it into a balancer, I think, and then we can split it evenly. So we'll go ahead and do a single output just there, and then we can go ahead and get our balancers. Kind of want them that way, so that's good, and there we go. Then we can get to our inputs over here, and that looks pretty good to me. So we've got that pretty much set up how we want it to be, so that's looking good. We'll just get our conveyor belts down here as well, and there we go. Okay, so that's them done. So now we just need to bring these back round into our bus system, but first of all I want to sort about getting our inputs, that we can kind of plan how we're going to be doing everything. So we'll go up to levels that give us plenty of clearance then, and we can go ahead and bring these over here. So we can bring that up to there, and we're going to need our balancer up there. So we're going to have our up just here, get rid of those. So that looks good. We're going to have a conveyor belt going up like this. This one doesn't really need a balancer in it because this is going to be the end of the production line. So we could possibly just go like this. Seems pretty good to me. And then what we can do is we need to put another balancer up here coming from this belt over here. So we're going to bring this conveyor belt over to here, and then what we're going to do is be putting a balancer in this direction. In fact, what we can do is we can do it a little bit differently. We can go ahead and pop that one there and that one there. This a corner piece. We can then put our balancer just here, which should be good, and then we can just go ahead and get rid of this lot. So we're going to be going up this direction, which is perfect, and then we need to go down in this direction. So we are going to be doing that. So it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So we've got a constant flow going that way, and we've got a nice flow going that way as well. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. I think I will put a balancer in here actually. I think a balancer will be a good idea just in case I want to utilize the other side as well. I wish sometimes it would play ball with me and put it where I actually want it. This is kind of getting frustrating now. Perfect. Okay, so while we're here, we might as well just research some random things and get them back in production and rock and rolling. I want you to go where I need you to go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we've got our plates in over there, and then this one is going to take all three. So we're going to need another third lane loader. So that's going to take all three of the components. So what we're going to need is intakes on this one. We're going to need intakes on that one, and I forgot it was going to do that because it's on automatic. And then we're going to have to, this is going to be a bit awkward because I need to kind of move this one down. So we're going to go ahead and bulk delete all of this. Perfect. And then we're going to move these down ever so slightly because I'm not quite in the right position. So there we go. That gives us a little bit more room there. So we should be able to just go and fix our little mistake. So I need to introduce a balancer over here to make sure my belts are nicely balanced on the return trip. So I've got a balancer there, and what I'm going to do is we're going to bring that back down into the system like that, and then we're going to put our balancer on top. We're going to bring that conveyor belt round, so that should be good. Yet again, we're going to have to do the little block trick because it's not playing ball. Putting it in build mode 3 isn't really helping much, to be honest. It still makes it a little bit more difficult. We're going to go to there, so that splits off nicely. Okay, and then we can bring this out, and that will self-balance when we come back into here. So we need to go to around about there, and we can bring it around, and then we can start bringing it down as well. So slope down that way, and we should be good to go over here. So I should really actually, thinking about it, is it going to be better to put the plates at the end, because I can bring that along and then we can kind of manipulate it a little bit. We can go up one, back down with the electrical components, and then we've just got the glass. No, I think that should work pretty well actually. So with the electrical components, we're going to put the balancer just here. So we're going to go for a slope up this way. Going to put our balancer just over here. Yeah, that's going to work quite nicely. So we're going to rotate this round, and we're going to drop this back down as a slope down, rotate in that direction, and then what we're going to do is bring this conveyor belt straight over here. I think just there will be good, and then we can drop that down and we can pop those over here into our second lane, and then our third lane is going to be our glass, which is going to be nice and simple because it's going to sit very nicely under here. So I'm very happy with how that turned out. So we are doing pretty well, and that is all sorted. Okay, so let's set these up now before we forget. So we've got jetpack fuel into this one, and then this one is going to be portable fuel, and then last but not least we're going to have energy cells. So now all we need is to work out what liquids and gases we need. So for these two it is literally just liquid fuel, and then for this one it is the olumic acid. So the acid we have just over here somewhere. Yes, there's the acid. Okay, so pipe wise, what we're going to be doing is, I think the best way to do it is just go up and over straight away. Flip that to there. Corner piece there. We're going to put a T-piece in this one, and then we can just do straight pipes. That seems pretty good. We probably should have went up another level, actually. You know what? Having a jetpack is going to make this so much easier, because it's kind of getting annoying now that it won't select certain things, which is why I use flycam. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we should be able to nicely bring our pipe all the way along here to our acid, and then we're going to put a corner piece in there. We're going to get rid of this pipe, and we're going to make this one into a T-piece. There we go. That should be that one pretty well done. And then from here, what we're going to do is just do the same with liquid fuel. I do kind of want to, yeah, I know what we'll do. We'll keep it exactly the same. So we're going to, not that one. It's going to be the one next to the belt, which is that one there. And it's going to be that one there. We can put T-pieces in these, so that's nice and good. Okay, so corner pieces we are going to put here, and then we're just going to put straight pieces all the way along. We're going to go just to there for now. We're going to go to there as well, and then we're going to put T-pieces in here, and we're going to put 2 more straight bits while we have it the correct orientation, and then we're going to put our corner pieces in, and we are near enough there and ready. So lastly, no, now we just need our straight pieces, and we just want to change the orientation of those. There, we should be good to go, and we should be in production. Everything is fired up, so that's good to see. And now we need to sort out about putting everything into the bus system. So we're doing well there with the energy cells, so that's good. And now we're just going to go ahead and get our conveyor belts, and we're just going to put them on the bus system. Okay, so that's all set up. I decided the jetpack fuel, there was actually no need to put that into the bus system, so I just put the portable fuel in the bus system as well. So next step is going to be the maintenance drones. So I need to bring advanced machinery parts up here, and also the circuit boards, because circuit boards I decided to do in the bus system down below, just because I thought that was a good idea, because I thought that maybe some of the things that we need to craft will need to be sort of down on that bus system, but that's not a problem. I can bring them up, but I'll probably do that in between episodes. I'll probably just set that up. But to finish this episode, I think we will research the radio tower in preparation for the next episode. So in the next episode, we will dive into the radio tower a little bit and try and contact the space station and see what they want. But I also think what we need to do is, thinking about it, we need to, just before we leave, we need to head back down to our little storage containers. Oh, I actually have my jetpack active. Anyway, I didn't realize I had my jetpack active. Not sure how to use the jetpack. Okay, so yep, controls are pretty simple. That's pretty cool. Okay, so double jump activates the jetpack. I didn't even know that because I hadn't even looked through them properly, but that was pretty cool. So what we can do is, I think we should place down our C3BB hub, because it's been a long time since we've actually spoke to C3BB. So I think before we go, while the radio tower's researching, we should interact with him a bit and see what kind of active tasks that we have actually done.
We are now compliant with the guidelines. Great work, team. BB, do you have any updates on mission command? What? How can the analysis say that the mission command space station was destroyed nearly 32 years ago? How can that be? Why has our drop pod only launched just now?
That's a very good question. So I do realise that I've kind of been neglecting the story a little bit, so we're going to go through that now and try and keep up with it.
Right.
Now that we've done a lot of factory building.
Foundry initiative. Oh, by the way, BB, any news from the station?
It's for the station yet, as far as I know.
No. I refuse to believe that our drop pod is launched because of a malfunction. We are not a malfunction.
Ooh, so unlocking the radio tower, we have unlocked some new things. So we'll definitely be exploring that in the next episode.
While BB has limited connection to the station, we now need full access. This tower should provide the necessary signal strength.
Okay, so that's we're all caught up with C3BB, so let's head into flycam mode and just have a look at how our fantastic looking factory is looking. So it's looking pretty good. I think we definitely need to start building some walls and putting some decor. I'm going to save that for something like a live stream, so feel free to join me if you want to chuck your input in on what kind of designs we can have. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everything is going. We've definitely got a lot into production now. Our system is definitely stocking up quite nicely. I don't think it's going to be long till we've filled up this floor completely, but yeah, next episode we're going to be looking at the radio tower and start getting some modular buildings into construction. But before you go, don't forget to drop a like button. It will help the video reach a wider audience and bring more of you to the community. And make sure you hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already and you've enjoyed this series and the video. It's been Kryptonite here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.